Hello, everybody tuning into the stream. This is Varsity Girls flag football between the Eagles and the Wolverines.
I'm Rusty Tattleman.
And I'm Tier Mate.
And
Rusty, how do you think this game's going to go today?
This game is going to be a back and forth game. I think Eagles will score, and then Alison will score. That's what we're hoping for. We also want the defense to do good, though, too.
We want a good game overall. The outcome doesn't matter. We're just excited to be watching some more flag football. So, two teams, both very strong offensively. Santa Margarita ranked number 2 in the nation, and Alison Niguel at number 79th in the nation, and both respectively with 13-1 Santa Margarita record, and Alison Niguel 6-5.
And you know what? There are some notable players in this game. So we're going to have our senior wide receiver for SMCHS, Grace Garofalo, with 68.7 yards per game. Now, best rusher is going to be our senior quarterback and safety, Maddie Lamb, with 21.8 yards per game. And you know what, Tieran? I think Maddie's going to throw some dots today. Let's see if Alison can stop her.
Yeah, we can also cover, now that we already covered the Santa Margarita notable players, we can cover Alison Niguel. Alison Rudell, very strong receiving target. She has about 48.1 yards per game. Cambria is also very good rusher, is a very good running back. She can definitely find ways to run the ball upfield. They also have a very strong defense. That is going to be something Santa Margarita does have to watch out for. Both teams are stellar because in California the talent is so strong here. Rusty, you have something about the standings in California, correct?
Yes. So, like you said earlier, SMCHS is going to be ranked nationally number 2, and also they're ranked number 2 in the state. That just goes to show how good California sports are.
Trinity League, there's nothing that can beat it. Trinity League is always competitive. You know, whenever there's a Trinity League game, it's always going to be a good one. Moving on to head coaches for Santa Margarita, there's Coach Vitterin. He's actually an alumni, class of '94, where he played football and basketball. His career actually his football career actually carried past Santa Margarita, where he played at Villanueva University, where he studied business, and now he's back at SM. Clearly good school enough to bring back a coach. And why don't you talk about the head coach for the other people? Or who is the head coach for the other people?
Alison Niguel's head coach is Randy Baldwin. Now, Randy Baldwin is a bit of a mysterious man. We don't know much about him. But we know that he is smart enough to coach Alison Niguel.
Yeah, I mean, he brought him to a 6-5 season so far. I mean, I'm excited to see his coaching talent. But overall, these coaches clearly can coach their teams well if they both can perform at such a high level in the Trinity League.
Yeah, and you know what? With Alison, their tackle, Emma Cox, she has 3.9 tackles per game. That is insane. And the most sacks, Emma Cox also has 17 sacks. Some NFL players don't have that.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier with the crazy defensive ability in this team, especially from Emma Cox. Junior Sonia Carey with 3 interceptions on the season is also pretty solid stats. Overall, these teams are both really good. I mean, I don't know what else we're going to see here. It's just going to be a really good game. If we talk about some of the current stats for the SM players, best receiving yards per game was actually senior wide receiver Grace Garofalo with 68.7 yards, which is very stellar.
Now, on SM, not to brag, we do have a Grace Manning. Let's see if she's as good as any of the other Mannings that have played college and NFL.
Yeah. Grace Garofalo, again, finished last season with the most receiving yards per game. She's just an overall, what I'm trying to exemplify here is that overall she's a very stellar wide receiver with a very strong receiving ability. You can watch for her anywhere downfield, and she might get the ball half the time.
You know what, Tieran? I think Maddie Lamb is going to go off today, and personally, I think she's going to break a school record.
And, you know, honestly, I think we forgot to mention where this is taking place. This is actually taking place at Santa Margarita. Santa Margarita is home right now, so that could also play a factor in the game here. Home field advantage definitely plays a factor in a lot of these games.
as we're counting down the kickoff with about 1 minute and 10 seconds left, I do want to say another thing. Santa Margarita, you see, they have a 13-1 stat. Well, Alison Niguel is 6-5. This is not going to hold Alison Niguel down. Alison Niguel has a very strong roster, and they can win. They just need to be on top of defense. They need to be on top of offense.
With flag football, it's never black and white. It is always a rainbow, I guess you could say. There's always different aspects of the game that can really choose how it's going to end and how it's going to start. And honestly, I'm just excited to see these two teams play.
I am too, Tyrion. And you know what? I'm happy to hear you say that because this is going to be an excellent game. And should we do some score predictions?
Actually, before we do our score predictions, I think that we have our sideline reporter ready for an interview. Let's send it right to her. Take it away.
What's up, SM? I'm Alicia Juan, and I'm currently here at the girls' varsity flag football game. Currently, they're warming up and preparing for their game against Alison Niguel. The student section is really hype, and there are a lot of people that can't come and watch. The game is going to be a really close and entertaining game to watch. Well, that is all I have for you. I'm Alicia Juan, sending it back to Rusty and Tyrion.
Thank you so much. All right, back to what we were saying before. Our sideline reporter came with this great insight on how the fans are doing. Score predictions for the game. Rusty, what do you think?
You know what? It's going to be a very close game, but I think the Santa Margarita Eagles are going to come on top. I'm going to put down 35-28.
You know, I always love an underdog, and right now, Alison Niguel is the underdog at 6-5 compared to 13-1 Santa Margarita. So honestly, I don't know the score, but I have a feeling Alison Niguel might pull away with this one.
What do you think the score is going to be if you just had to guess?
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like since the defenses are both so strong on these teams, I feel like it could honestly be 50-50 with, or like with like 28-14, like low scoring game.
28-14?
But we'll see. We still have we still haven't even started the game. Kickoff hasn't even happened yet. So we're just excited to see what's happening. But overall, we can confidently say, without a doubt, that this is going to be a very interesting game. So don't go anywhere. It's going to be a good one.
And you know what? With Alison Niguel being ranked number 79 nationally, like you said multiple times, they are going to come into this game as very strong underdogs. And I think SM is going to win. You think Aliso is going to win, which I think you're wrong on that, but who knows? We'll see. Aliso is a talented team. So, sounds like we're going to be heading to the field in about a minute.
So we got to get our closing remarks in because we like to talk.
Yeah, we're too much of yappers, I guess. So, one last thing. I'm Rusty Tattleman.
Well, we still got a minute, Rusty. What are you doing? We're not closing out yet.
We're yapping.
Anyway, so you're talking about Maddie Land. Never mind, we're going straight to National Anthem.
That was an excellent national anthem.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nothing like a national anthem coming through the loudspeakers.
I agree, especially my glasses. Don't know if you viewers at home can see. They're America flag.
I don't think anybody cares about your glasses. But
hey.
Anyway, wow, that just gets me even more pumped for this game. I'm so excited. I'm about to jump out of my seat, for lack of a better term, Rusty.
You know, Tyrion, there's nothing more patriotic than a football game.
absolutely nothing wrong with that statement. I agree with you 1,000%, and I'm just so excited to see all these talented players being ranked nationally, even in the top 100, is such a feat. So even though you might think, oh, Sam Murray is ranked number 2, Aliso is ranked, 50 something. Anyway, you might think that they weren't. That's like, oh wow, it's gonna be such a big thing. But honestly, being rated in the top 1,000, in the top 100 is such a feat. And now, as you can see, we have a beautiful look at the game, and we're gonna see, I believe, the Eagles starting off on, starting out on offense. Yeah.
With how the ball is, it looks like they actually might be starting out on defense.
Yep, that's my bad. That's my bad. You know, I'm not afraid to admit when it's my fault, and SM is starting out on defense.
All right, well, we're going to see how the Eagles' first defensive play and Aliso's first offensive play is going to go.
Now, these plays definitely don't determine the future of the game, but a good start always helps.
Aliso lining up. Nice little completion to the right. Paige Russell hands it off.
That was a good way to establish the game. You always want to start off a game with a positive play, and that definitely did that. That definitely achieved the goal.
Paige Russell is their sophomore quarterback, by the way. We're going to see if they're going to show off her throwing ability. Bag it off, and she throws it, and it is caught by Harper Zamora. And she's going to keep on going down the sideline. Eagles get her down. That was an amazing play by Harper Zamora.
That was an amazing play. Nice throwing arm by, you said it was a sophomore, correct? You said a sophomore?
Yeah, Paige Russell is going to be a sophomore quarterback.
Wow, that was a stellar throw. You can tell that her being a lower level of high school definitely does not make her fear the throwing the ball.
They get lined up to snap it. Hikes it, and it looks like, oh, she's going to hand it off. She gains about 2 to 3.
That was a very good pitch play. So it gives the quarterback an option to, if she knows she's going to get caught, give it to a person who is more outside, gets more up at the sideline, more positive yardage.
You know, that was Cambria Kaminsky. That was their running back. And Cambria is going to be a senior, so shows what she can do with her legs. Aliso is going to line up. Hikes it. And she makes a nice completion for about 10-12.
So if you were looking at this, you wouldn't think at the way we're talking up Santa Margarita's defensive ability. It's not really showing here. Hopefully they can get it going a little bit more as we approached 9 minutes, 40 seconds.
I agree with that, Tieran. Santa Margarita's defense is not showing their true ability. However, we knew that Aliso's offense was going to come in strong on this first opening drive. They're going to get it lined up here. Is it going to be a run or is it going to be a pass? Back it, and it's going to be a pass. She catches it for a gain of 4. It's going to be that running back, Cambria Kaminsky.
It is 4th down. This is going to be a do-or-die drive. There's going to be a do-or-die play here.
Well, we don't know much yet.
You know what? They're taking a while with this play call. I think they might be running a trick play here. Don't you think?
I mean, we can't assume, as always, but maybe. There's always a possibility of that.
There's a flag on the play.
It looks like a false start. That's always gonna ring you up. The ref always has a good line of the view. He's gonna ring you up for that every time. That's gonna be 5 yards.
That's gonna hurt them a lot. It was 4th down, and now they're an additional 5 yards back. Dressel hikes it, and she throws it, looking incomplete, almost intercepted.
Man, you gotta come down. You gotta come down with those ones.
You know, you do have to catch those when you're in that eagle position. However, it was 4th down. Doesn't hurt, especially since now they're gonna start even further than she would have if she had intercepted that ball.
Yeah, definitely not bad. Definitely not bad, but you always would want to add an interception to your stat line.
Now we know Maddie Lamb is our senior quarterback for the Santa Margarita Eagles. She's going to get ready and hike it. She's going to pass it. And it'll be a nice gain of about 8 to 9.
Well, that's always a nice little dump play. That's why you always have those people there, just in case you don't have anybody open downfield. And that time, Alisa just let it slip. They didn't realize that there was somebody sitting there waiting for a nice little shovel pass.
You know, I will give Alisa something. They did hurry Maddie Lamb on that play. They did pressure her. She had to dump it off really quickly to her halfback. It's a quick little pass, and it's complete from about 2 yards.
Oh my gosh, that was almost like a tackle. But honestly, that's going to happen naturally. I mean, there's always going to be collisions on the field.
Santa Margarita Eagles are going to line up about a little bit more than midway at the 46. There's pressure, and she passes it, and it's going to be
That's why you don't.
About a 5-yard gain.
That's why you don't stop until the whistle's blown, because the first grab missed actually, and she kept running, didn't stop until she heard the whistle. That's how you gain positive yards in flag football.
It's very correct, Kieran. If you keep on running, maybe the defender didn't grab your flag. That's a touchdown right there. You never want to stop. You never want to flag guard, though, you know?
Yeah.
Flag guarding is a very big penalty in this.
Yeah, flag guarding is definitely not a penalty you want to have.
Maddie's going to pass it deep. It is incomplete.
Really good defense by Aliso there.
The target on that play was Mackenzie Young. Now, unfortunately, did not come down with that ball because Aliso's defense just overrided everything. Santa Margarita is going to line up on a big 3rd down. She's going to go deep again. And it's caught! Gwen Giuliano, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name. She catches it with a big 3rd down, 1st down.
That was amazing. That was spectacular. I just can't think of I can't think of any other word to describe that. That was a really beautiful play, as you can see the replay here.
Let's analyze this replay. Or not. We're having technical difficulties right now.
But we can all imagine with this wide screen in front of us, imagine how amazing that catch would have looked from a different angle.
I mean, we watched that play happen live. Like, that was just awesome coordination between Maddie Lamb and Mackenzie Young. All right, Maddie Lamb is going to get their team ready, and they're almost in the red zone. Maddie's going to scramble. She's going to bring it.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Wow. You love to see a quarterback that can also get on their horse when they need to.
That was, I don't believe that was that a touchdown?
Yes, the G there indicates the goal line. It's not a full field.
It was not a touchdown here, and I'm being told it was not because they're only at the 10-yard line.
Well, that G means goal line, and there's pylons there.
It was not a touchdown. They are about 2 yards, though. She's going to pass it, and that will be a touchdown, Tieran.
Well, I apologize. I saw the ref's hands go up, and it looked like a touchdown to me.
That touchdown was Kayla Bermude. Now, Maddie Lamb and Kayla Bermude, they had excellent coordination there. Maddie's a senior. Kayla's going to be a junior.
As we watch this replay.
Let's see this touchdown replay here. That was just awesome play by Maddie. Now, Maddie, what she's going to do there is she's going to be running it and draw an Aliso defender, and then she's just going to quickly dump it out to Kayla Bermude.
Beautiful play.
Aliso's offense is going to take the ball.
Motioning.
And the quarterback does not take it. It's going to be a receiver.
Nice little jet sweep play there. Always works.
Looks like that was Harper Zamora. That was a very good play by Harper, also the freshman. Paige Russell, the sophomore quarterback, is going to line up in the back zone.
All right, I'm going to go sit down for a while. Thank you.
Find it?
It might be up here.
It's going to be a catch by Kaylee King, who is a senior. That's just awesome coordination between the sophomore and the senior.
It shows that grade levels don't separate this team at all. They all view each other as just teammates. Lining up in the huddle.
All right, let's see what Paige Russell will do today. She's going to snap it. She's going to pass it out, and it's going to be a completion.
Wide open. That just was a lapse on the defensive side of Santa Margarita. You can't leave people wide open because the quarterback's going to find that every time.
You really can't, Tieran. That looks to be about a completion of 10 yards.
Good deal. What are you guys going to do?
Liso is getting dangerously close to a touchdown. Remember, they did not score on the opening drive. She's going to pass it. It's going to be dropped.
Wow. One thing I can say for that one is that player needs grip boost. That was that was straight in the hands, straight in the mitts, and she just dropped it. There's a lot of things that you can say for that one, but I think overall, I don't even think I could catch that one if I'm being honest. That was a very strong throw by the quarterback.
Yeah, you know what, Paige Russell, it's not her fault. It's going to unfortunately come down to that receiver just holding it in. Elisa on the 35. Passes it, and it's complete cross midfield.
Wow, that was a really good play. Just a quick little 5-yard and come back. That's how you just get a nice, easy catch and completion.
Aliso needs a lot of those if they want to come back with the Santa Margarita Eagles early touchdown. It is going to be 0-7 right now. If Aliso scores, tie game. Russell snaps it, and it's going to be a run. And she's just not going to be taken down.
Wow, that was beautiful. The fake handoff really caught the Santa Margarita Eagles off guard there. I think that definitely definitely contributed to the success of that play.
You know, that's going to be the senior, Cambria Kaminsky. She's going to keep on getting those, and she's just going to make plays and plays and plays. And that looks like it's going to be the quarter. 7-0.
Eagles
Start of the
on
second
top.
quarter. You know what, Tieran? What is Aliso going to have to do as we enter the second quarter?
So overall, better. Their defense had some good. You got glimpses of their really good defense. They just need more of it, and they also just need better, or not better offense. They just need to keep this kind of flow going. You always hope that the end of the quarter doesn't kind of halt them or stop them in their tracks, because they were on a roll. They were making solid progress. Let's see if they can continue this up into the second quarter.
I agree with that, Tyrion. This offense is doing good. They just had an unfortunate stop on that first drive. We're on the other side of the field, second quarter. And she gains about 6 or 7.
That was a very good little play just to get the quarterback started. Make sure you're not trying to do anything fancy since the quarter break. And overall, it was a good play. Good play option by the head coach. And can't really complain about it.
It is a first down.
Randy Baldwin definitely knows how to coach this team in the right way.
You're correct on this. He is doing an excellent job on these play calls. All right, Paige Russell with the snap. She's going to throw it. And unfortunately, it is going to be an incompletion.
Just a little bit of miscommunication there between the quarterback and the receiver. Not a bad throw, not a bad attempted catch. I think it might have been the quarterback's fault just a little bit. If she just placed it a little bit further back, it would have been a better throw.
I agree with that, Tyrion. You know, the receiver can't really do much when that ball is thrown too far in front of you. They're going to line up 3 receivers on the left. I wonder how Santa Margarita is going to counterbalance this. And it's going to be a catch. And Santa Margarita's not going to get her down until about a 10 to 15-yard gain.
That was overall not a bad play. Just got to make sure you grab those flags, because if you don't, then issues happen like that.
You know, that would have started off with maybe a 5-yard gain, but because that Santa Margarita player did not grab the flag, my apologies. Because that Santa Margarita player did not grab that flag, unfortunately she did let that Aliso player gain an additional 7 yards. Snap, and she's gonna take it. She's at the 15, and that's gonna be a touchdown. No, they're gonna mark her down.
Yeah, their flagpole was just like about 3 yards behind the goal line. Honestly, if they do that about 6, 7 more times, I think they win this game.
I agree with that, Tyrion. You know, looks like they're on the 1-yard line. This is going to be a crucial play for Aliso. And snap in, they're going to throw it
over the receiver's head. Man, you hate to see that, because that was such a good opportunity for a touchdown.
Yeah, that would have been the tie. And because that was 4th down, we're going to have a turnover on downs. Santa Margarita Eagles are on the 1-yard line. They got to hope that they don't get sacked.
Yeah, sack would be safety, which is 2 points. Only way you can get 2 points, actually.
Unless you go for 2, but...
No, I mean, only way you can get 2 points on the scoreboard. And yeah.
That's correct. Santa Margarita takes control of the drive.
Looks like a designated quarterback run.
She's going to keep going. Her flag isn't pulled. And it looks like she's at the 30-yard line. That was an amazing run. You know, Maddie Lamb is just going to keep on stunning this defense with her running ability.
Yeah, 100%. We saw that earlier in the game with the almost touchdown, and we're just going to have to keep seeing her, because that was a design run play. You could tell that the coach is confident with her ability to run the ball. Let's just hope we see more of that.
Maddie's going to throw it for about a 2-yard gain.
I would also just like to point out the communication from the Aliso sideline. You can hear every single time there's a pass play or run play, they always yell it out to help their defensive teammates be aware of the situation going on the field.
I agree with that, too. And, you know, that's what's going to make or break this game. If Santa Margarita does not communicate with their team, Aliso's going to come out and win. It's going to be first down. Snap it, and it's going to be a throw. It's going to be underthrown by Maddie.
Unfortunate. You hate to see it, but it's going to be the first of many. No quarterback's perfect. They all make mistakes, and that's just one of the very few we've actually seen today from her.
And snap in. Oh, she's going to lateral it. And the flag is going to get pulled before she fumbled.
Yeah. I also believe that even if the flag was not pulled, I believe a fumble in this league is an automatic dead play. So it doesn't really matter that much.
You are correct on that. Gonna snap it, and she's getting pressured by that Aliso D-line. She's gonna throw it out, and it will be completed. Be a very short gain.
That is number 34, Emma Cox, who we mentioned previously. She is an amazing pass rusher.
You know, Aliso is going to win if their D-line keeps on pressuring Maddie just like how they've been doing.
Looks like a punt. I apologize for interrupting you.
That is okay. They're going to punt it. Aliso's going to take control of the ball.
With about 5 minutes and 25 seconds left in this quarter. Or in this half, actually.
All right, this drive is going to begin. And the play call is going to start. Aliso looks like they're having some troubles over there. Number 21, Sloan Lorenzo.
What troubles are you talking about?
I don't know, it looks like she forgot the play call or something. Like the ball. And it looks like it's going to be a QB run. It'll be about a 5-yard gain.
You know, the quarterback runs will work for a long time, but eventually you have to figure out a plan because those have worked for the last couple times, but I guarantee you the coach is going to crack down on the SM team and make sure that they get less of those runs off.
This SM defense is unstoppable, you know. Aliso, this is their third drive, and they haven't scored anything. SM, they had 2 drives, they scored 1.
Are we able to warm up there? Like warm up there somewhere? What is that? Regular field? Yeah, I mean, that's
Clock running. Aliso's going to snap it, and they're going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete, almost picked off.
jump over. That'll be fun.
That was a very, very close pick, but just not there.
Sophia Duarte, number 9, she almost intercepted the ball. If she intercepted that, that would have been an amazing way to end the half, because then you have 3 minutes left.
You're close to you're close to that goal line. You have a very strong opportunity to score points if you get that interception, and that would send you perfectly into the half.
They're only 15 yards away. If Santa Margarita intercepts this and they score, that's going to be a big 14-0 to end the half. Paige is going to hike it, and she's going to throw it deep. Almost intercepted.
This quarterback is trying to make things work, but I don't like it. I feel like it's dangerous for it to be with such amount of time left on the clock. I feel like they should not be doing this yet. I feel like those are more 30-second throws, because if this goes not in your direction, you give the Santa Margarita Eagles a chance to score points.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that DB who almost intercepted it was Mackenzie Young, who scored their SM's touchdown earlier.
Huh. Well, that just shows the ability for them to play on both sides of the ball.
Lisa's going to punt. We're going to see how SM returns. We're going to pull the flag on the 32. All right, Santa Margarita is going to get the ball back with 1 minute and 35 seconds left.
Let's see what they can do with this time.
Maddie's going to throw it. We lost track of it, but it is incomplete.
Unfortunately for the Santa Margarita Eagles.
The intended receiver on that was going to be Gwen Julianelle. She is going to be a sophomore at Santa Margarita. That would have been a big play for the Eagles.
So this is kind of going similar to my pregame predictions, but also unsimilar, because I said it was going to be a low-scoring game, but I did actually predict Elisa Niguel.
Maddie's going to hike it. There's no pressure on that as she throws it for what looks like a 5 or a 6 yard gain.
All right, we got to bring some energy to this. Okay, let's just see this next play, and I'd like to see a long ball completed here.
Maddie hikes it, and she's getting pressured. She's going to dump it out to the center, but I believe, was she sacked? I heard the whistle.
I did hear the whistle. Yep, it was a sack.
Maddie's going to be sacked. That is going to be crucial for Aliso.
This is definitely a very deciding factor in this game, and I think this honestly might have saved some points off the board for Elisa Niguel. Like that sack was such a pivotal moment. I think we might look back on this play later and be like, wow, this changed the game.
Now it is going to be a big third down. If they get the first here, then they have a chance to score. But that clock is running down. It's 52 seconds. Big huddle here. They don't know what play to do. If I was them, I wouldn't know either. You know, if you can run it to just bring it to the halftime, or you can just try and Hail Mary it, risk it being intercepted, and Aliso having a play to do a Hail Mary.
I believe there was a timeout called on the field. This would stop the clock. Stop the
36
clock.
seconds left on the clock.
Let's see if Santa Margarita goes aggressive or passive here. If they go passive route, it's understandable because they're going into the half leading anyway. And if they go with the aggressive route, it's understandable too because you want to go for the more important points on the board. Overall, I feel like either way, it's a smart decision. I feel like there's nothing wrong you could really do here.
All right, Santa Margarita is going to come out of their huddle. 36 seconds left. This is going to be their last play before they punt it.
They could also go for it, but I actually strongly think we might see that with the amount of time left on the clock.
Yeah, if you see the clock at 5 seconds, then I wouldn't put it past them. Looks like Maddie's wanting to throw it deep, but that pressure, almost a sack. She just had to throw it away. It's going to be a big 4th down. Clock's running down, and it looks like they're going to punt.
I believe that was Emma Cox with the pass rush yet again. She's definitely solid pass rusher. She definitely gets up in their face, understands how pressure works and how to get by the blockers.
Yeah, you know what? There's some people who are pressuring the quarterback, but then there's people who can actually like get in their face and stop them from throwing it to a first down. Aliso's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. 20 seconds left.
There's always those balls where you think, what if? What if? Like, what if I just caught that and then you get a touchdown? You go in the half-tie game.
What if she catches it and Aliso scores, and it'll be 7-7? Big Aliso play. 19 seconds left.
I'm hoping to see some deep balls here.
I believe you're going to be right. It is going to be dropped. Almost
Oh my
intercepted
goodness.
by Sofia Duarte. That's the second
Bobbled ball we've seen.
bobble ball. Second almost intercepted by Sofia.
You hate to see bobbled balls, but it's just like a matter of fact, a fact of life of the game. You'll always see them.
Yeah, if these receivers can fully grab in the ball,
All right, let's see a big play here.
you know, Tyrion, I believe this is going to be a massive play. It's going to be a deep ball,
Huge throw.
and it's going to be incomplete.
I mean, I couldn't see very well, but I believe you're right, Rusty. I think that was incomplete. Man, that would have been crazy if that was caught.
That'll bring it to 4th down. Now,
9
you can
seconds
go
left
for
on the
it with
clock.
you can go for it with 9 seconds left, or you can.
There's no reason not to go
There's
for
no
this.
reason not to
Why-
go for it,
why-
right?
I mean, just throw it up and get a ball up there. I mean, there's 9 seconds left. If they pick 6, then it's your fault. But, I mean, with 9 seconds left, if you just get the tackle after throwing an interception, I mean, nothing's going to happen with 9 seconds. It's not like they can kick a field goal in flag football.
Exactly. And it looks like they are going to be going for it.
I'm hoping to see a huge deep ball right here.
Fiona Agius is going to be lining up in the backfield. She's going to throw it. It's going to be caught. They got the field though.
Wow.
Flag.
Huge tackle by Fiona Agius. 3 seconds left on the clock. Three seconds left. I really just want to see the cannon that Maddie Lame has on this on her. I want to see this.
You know, you want to see the cannon that she can throw it, but Maddie, she can run this. I think that she could honestly scramble past this entire Aliso defense. And she's going to do that. And she's going. Her flag is going to be pulled at the 37.
Unfortunate, but that was still a very good way to pad your stats at the end of the quarter. Or at the end of the half, actually, pardon me.
And now it is halftime. Eagles and Wolverines are going to be going into their huddles.
They're going to have to talk about a couple things, because there was a few things that I noticed on both sides of the ball, both sides of the teams, where I'm like, well, that could definitely be ironed out with a quick talk from the coach.
You know what? That SM early touchdown by Mackenzie Young really solidified that early lead.
Yeah, 100%. And both defenses have shown definitely signs of weakness overall.
Specifically, SM's defense, meaning their corners, their D-line, has been really strong this whole half. And Aliso's D-line has been insanely strong. Like, yes,
that D-line is led by Emma Cox.
Now, they did let a touchdown, but that D-line has been unstoppable.
That
So many
D-line has been
pressures.
stellar. well, I know what we've been talking about, but I do believe that we have another report from Alicia down on the field. Let's take it away. Let's give it to her.
We're having technical difficulties, so unfortunately we'll not be able to see Alicia at the moment. Let's talk about the last play. Maddie Lame.
Maddie Lame has both a strong cannon and a running leg. She can run and she can pass. She's like Lamar Jackson is the best NFL athlete that I could compare her to. She can throw, but she also is such a strong runner. She could play either running. She could even play running back if they really needed her to.
I really agree with that, Tyrion. You know, when you bring her up to Lamar, that is actually very correct because they both are good at throwing. They're both really fast. Maddie, she had a couple of incompletions earlier that may have been led too far. However, we are seeing signs of her being a really good quarterback.
All right, so now I believe our sideline reporter, Alicia, is ready for us now. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Alicia, and I'm here with the girls' varsity flag football coach, Coach Lamb. How do you expect the girls to keep the intensity going for the second half?
You know what? When we go to practice, I push them really hard, and they understand that to be a good team, they work really hard. And that's all I can ask of them. I can show them what to do, but they need to bring their emotion to the game.
From a coach's perspective, how's the team doing?
You know what? We are doing great. This is my first year here, and I run the defense, and we're doing some things differently. But the girls have really responded and just listened, and they're learning, and we're getting better every day.
What are some adjustments you can make going into the second half?
In the second half, adjustments, we're going to play a little tighter, and we're going to try to get our rushers in there to get a little bit of pressure.
Well, thank you so much. I'm Alicia, want sending it back.
Thank you so much, Alicia. We always know when we send it down to you, it's going to be a great report.
You know what? That SM offense is looking very strong. However, they did have a couple of drives where they could have scored, and they, unfortunately for them, did not.
I feel like both teams need to capsulate or take advantage more of the positions they're given in, because there's definitely multiple times where I'm like, okay, this could definitely result in a score, and they just didn't. It's just like they're not taking advantage of the opportunities that they're given.
You know, I really want to give a quick shout-out to Mackenzie Young. She scored that first Eagle touchdown. Maddie Lame, if you remember, she was going to scramble it in, but then I believe it was Emma Cox came in and was going to give her some pressure. However, she quickly dumped it off to Mackenzie Young, who caught it in a last-second resort.
Those two definitely have a strong connection in like. You can definitely tell that they are a strong quarterback and receiver duo. Like they're definitely the team's top two. I can definitely say that much.
Yeah, Mackenzie Young's a junior, and we have our senior, Maddie Lame. Now I'm sure they spend time at practice where they're going to run individual plays for themselves, and yeah, I'm sure they've practiced all of these. I'm hoping to see some trick plays later. That is always going to result in a touchdown in flag football.
Yeah, totally, 100%. And, I mean, overall, though, first half was honestly, I'd rather see a little bit more action. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, action would be nice. But I think this half will be better. I just think that last half was a little bit lackluster in the action just because both teams are kind of figuring each other out. And as you can hear, our teams are excited to come back on and start playing again. But, I mean, I'm excited to see it. But overall, I think both teams are playing well. I feel like there's just mistakes that they can definitely iron out as they move into the second half.
Yeah, I agree with that a lot, Tyrion. And I believe they're going to be starting it soon, not just now, but as we're going to start this second half, what is Aliso going to have to capitalize on to tie the game?
I feel like more quarterback runs. Oh, I think we're already back on, but more quarterback runs from Aliso because those seem to work.
SM's going to start with the ball. Maddie Lame's going to throw it deep.
Ball.
And incomplete.
Almost intercepted there. That's what I'm talking about. These are the mistakes that shouldn't be happening. They're like mistakes that are easily patchable, easily to iron out. You just need to work on it.
And you know what? This is going to be a smaller field than tackle football. And so what they can capitalize on is just shifty routes to gain a quick 10 yards because that really means 15 or 20. She's going to be hiked and she's going to throw it to the left. She's going to be caught by Santa Margarita's Mackenzie Young, who scored the touchdown earlier. Tyrion, Mackenzie is doing amazing this game.
Yeah, Mackenzie definitely has balls that just, or magnet. She can just catch these, like catch balls so well. And I just don't know how else to describe it. Eagles snapping it.
Maddie's going to throw it deep. It's going to be, unfortunately, just a little bit too far.
Man, I feel like these throws need to be just like 2% better, and then I feel like SM's literally up 21 right now.
I agree with that. Maddie is an excellent quarterback. However, we are not seeing that at the moment. We are seeing her run ability, but her pass ability is not being shown off right now.
Lining up. Punting.
It's going to be a pretty good punch. Alisa is going to take the ball, and they're going to go far left. We'll keep going. Going to be at the 37.
Wow, what a good return there. I mean, way to capitalize. Make sure you put your team in a good position.
You know what Alisa needs to do? They need to come out on their opening drive and score.
I think so. I think that would really help them.
Now, obviously, that's just a lot to say. Like, just score. That's hard to do. However, we have seen that they can do it. They're just getting stuck on these third downs. Liso out of the huddle. Lining up on the 38. Give me a quick little pass past the 42. It's a good camera angle right there.
Yeah.
Of
Wait.
number 9, Sofia Duarte, who had almost 2 interceptions earlier.
You definitely know a lot about camera angles. I do remember something about that.
Yeah, you know what? I studied 2 years at a USC film school. Summer classes, not at the college, but I did some summer classes, so I can definitely point out when it's a good camera angle.
Really? Really? I didn't know that.
So this SM defense is just unstoppable. You know, we said that Aliso just needs to score here. That's obviously a hard thing just to do, but
I mean, yeah.
With this SM defense, it's just going to be practically impossible.
I mean, SM is definitely showing us why they're number 2 in the nation right now. 13-1, it's just so dominant. There's no other way to put it.
Aliso lining up with the ball. Abby Huang is just going to have an unstoppable run right there. Santa Margarita defense just did not see that happen.
Do you like the word unstoppable, don't you?
I do, I guess.
I mean, yeah, you said it the last couple times. I love the vocabulary, though. I mean, it makes me just so much more interested in the game. I mean, there's no other way to put it either. SM's defense is very unstoppable right now.
Aliso is going to hike the ball. Just is going to throw it. And that'll be huge gain right there. Down to the 20 is when her flag got pulled.
I believe actually 22 to be specific, but these plays are very good.
That's going to be Addison Rudell who caught that. Now Addison is a junior at Aliso, and most of this team is actually really young, either freshmen or sophomores, as we see from their quarterback and almost all of their receivers. It's going to be a big throw here. Caught. That's going to be Addison Rudell again. It's going to be a good 4-5 yard gain. That's going to be a big play here. If Aliso can score on the second down.
That'd be helpful. Oh, back.
Big throw, and it is stopped by number 7, Eve Vetter.
Eve Vetter showing why she's such a talented safety. I mean, not a lot of people can go up and make that play.
Not a lot of people can make that play, but Eve Vetter can. She is a great corner, and you know what? Elisa's just going to have to get past her.
Yeah.
Elisa lining up.
Eve Vetter has 2 interceptions on the season. I really thought that might have added one more.
Paige Russell's going to throw it to the corner. It's going to be overthrown. That was Sophia Duarte again. She is like a magnet. I think this might be the play for Aliso. You know, it is 4th down, so this is going to be a really big play. But if they score here, then this could totally change the aspect of the game.
Yeah, 4th down. This is a could be a very costly call, but it could also pay out very well.
Paige Russell's going to snap it, and she's getting pressured.
Huge pressure.
She's gonna throw it. It's going to be caught, but is she down before the?
We don't know. We don't know. It's short. She's short of the touchdown. She is short of the touchdown. I cannot believe it.
I believe that was Fiona Agius who made that stop. That is going to be a massive stop for the Eagles.
Wow.
Now, they stopped them, but now the Eagles are on the 1 yard line, even shorter than the 1 yard line.
But they still prevented a touchdown, which is crucial to them winning this game. They almost tied the game there.
That was an amazing play, but we know how this D-line is. So, that's just a quick little throw. I agree with that very much. You know, you gain a quick 4 or 5 yards on that. You're not pressured from getting a safety.
You know, I think they just need to run that one more time. Like, literally that exact same play one more time, and that'll give them again another yard, because they're not going to expect it twice, would they?
I don't think they'll expect it 3 times.
Or 4 times, if they're for that logic.
Maybe, I think they'll expect it on the 4th time.
Oh, design quarterback run here.
Maddie's going to just scramble that, and I believe she's going to pick up 1st down and more.
Wow, she really busted through that defense there. There was like a wall, and she definitely made it through there pretty well.
You know, Maddie is the player who's just, if she sees a chance that she can run and gain 6-7 yards, she's going to take it. Santa Margarita lining up. Maddie's going to hike the ball, and is it going to be another run? No, she's going to pass it.
Oh
It's
my gosh, overthrown.
Maddie Lamb, she has got to make those passes if they want to win the game.
She really faked out the defense, though. You could see all of their defense get pulled down because she's such a dominant runner. They don't know what to do. When they see her fake, even look like she's starting to run, they all have to come down, because if they don't and she does run, it's going to be so hard to tackle, or so hard to pull her flag.
I agree with that too. And you know what? If she makes that throw, almost all of the defense was moved over to Maddie. So that could have been a big play and maybe even a touchdown. It's going to be a timeout.
Timeout for the Eagles.
And Tyrion, during this timeout, what can Aliso expect from these Santa Margarita Eagles?
Well, just expect a lot of quarterback design runs, and then also expect the fake quarterback runs where they end up throwing it no matter what. Like I feel like those 2 plays, if SM combines them perfectly well, they're gonna score 2 touchdowns in this second half.
7-0, a minute 28 left in the third quarter. This fourth quarter is approaching very fast. And Tyrion, our score predictions were not right at all.
Yeah, we were way off by score predictions.
It's going to be a big 4th down, and I believe that is their punter out right now.
Let's see this boot.
Punting the ball. It's a very high ball. Let's see if it goes the distance, though. Say it took the distance around about the 33.
Yeah, I'd probably say somewhere around there.
If Aliso, they can score on this drive. If they don't score, though, they're going to need their defense to clutch up one more time, and this offense is going to need to score on that next drive, or else I think it would be time to call it game. I think the Eagles are going to win if they cannot score on this drive.
But looking ahead for the Santa Margarita Eagles, after this play, I'll talk about it.
It's going to be a nice little catch.
But after this game, no matter win or lose, they are going to go play in the El Toro tournament this Saturday. So if you guys want to go watch some more flag football, because I know I do, you guys can pull up to the El Toro tournament.
The receiver on that play was senior Cambria Kaminsky. It's going to be 2nd down.
You can hear the coach talking about communication more, and me and you pointed that out earlier, how like more communication, the better.
Yeah, I've noticed that. In that first half, they were really good with communication, but I haven't heard
Extreme
as much.
pressure.
That's going to be the quarter sound, and it's going to be underthrown.
That pressure was just crazy.
You know, Paige Russell, she's going to have to make those throws. You know, I know that was the end of the quarter, but now, if I'm correct, it's going to be 3rd down.
I believe so, yeah.
End of the quarter. Tyrion, let's talk about that last quarter. What do we think Aliso is going to come out and do in order to score this drive?
I don't know. I honestly, they need a complete change right now, because clearly nothing's working on the board. You scored 0 points throughout the game. I think you need to change something. We could talk about the Fiona Agius stop, though, from earlier. I mean, Fiona Agius literally saved the Eagles from a tie game at this point. I mean, so literally she stopped the person at the literally less than the 1 yard line, and that totally saved the game.
I mean, that was a crazy stop, and let's go back to the game. Aliso has the ball. Paige Russell's going to snap it. She's going to throw it. It's going to be caught. Like
she's not down yet.
Who's a senior. That was a really big play, Tyrion. That's here. That's Tyrion. That play may have solidified, knock on wood, that play may have solidified a Aliso touchdown in tie game. And, you know, if they score here, this game may be headed to overtime with how it's been. There's not been many scores here.
I don't know. I wouldn't 100% say that yet, but there's still a lot of game to play. With that drop catch, that just shows Aliso's lack of consistency is the best I could say on offense.
Now that drop was Addison Rudell. We heard she was doing amazing earlier, but that drop is going to be vital to this team. It's going to be 2nd down. If she catches that, one step closer to tying this game up.
So what's the just so I know for next time? What is allowed? What is not allowed? Adults allowed in there.
Yeah,
but
well,
kids are not.
but kids
Kids
they
are
come
not
down
allowed.
here.
Aliso is going to snap it.
So like,
Scrambling out.
Paige
Looking
Russell's
for something.
looking for someone to throw it. And she throws it. And it is draw.
No, she caught it.
She caught it.
But I believe there may be, well, I'm not going to assume anything right now,
Okay.
But it looks like there is an injury on the field. Athletic trainers coming out. We all hope she's okay.
You know, I can't see who that is, but whoever it is, we hope that she is healthy and hope
We
she recovers.
wish for a speedy recovery. If recovery needed at all, we hope it's fast.
And you know what? That was a really big play. This is going to be on the 17, and I believe Aliso might be scoring here, might be tying the game up with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We'd love to see it. She's getting right back up.
back up, jogging off the field. You love to see it. That means that's always a good sign. First and goal because of the penalty. I believe that they're going to call that a tackling penalty on Santa Margarita for the injury on the field.
You know what? I wouldn't argue with that if I was the Santa
come in
Margarita
after-
coach. That was pretty obviously a tackle. And last I checked, this is flag football, not tackle football.
Exactly.
So now they're going to be inside the 10. And
This. You honestly may be right. There's a solid opportunity for a score here. Drops back.
Russell's going to throw it. It's going to be a little low, but she is going to catch it. And is she going to keep on going? Flag was pulled.
I mean, they're close to the end zone here. I mean, this is as much of a golden opportunity as you're going to get throughout the entire rest of the game.
Now, I believe they're 5 yards away, and I honestly would not expect a QB run here. Now, we don't know if Paige Russell's great at running. We know Maddie Lame is. However, a QB
I mean,
run,
it's never out of the question.
yeah. Looks like she's going to pass it. And it's going to be a touchdown for Aliso to tie the game.
No,
up.
not to tie the game. To be at 6 points on the board, and they are going to go for the extra point. We'll see if they're going for 2 or for 1 to see if they're going to go for the win or they're going to go for the tie here or overtime.
Now, if I'm them, personally, I'd go for 1, because if you go for 2 and not get it, chances are, with how this game has been going, you're not going to get the 2 and you're going to lose.
I think they're going for 1. Yeah, they're only 2 yards back from the goal line.
It's smart. Their coach is a smart guy. I would only go for 1 on this play.
This play is going to decide the game here.
It's a crucial play.
Huge pressure.
That's a big pressure, but she catches it. Is she going to get in? They're going to
Touchdown.
score it.
Tie the game. This game could be going to overtime.
And she scored 7-7.
Wow, what a crazy play. You were right. You called it from the get-go. You were 100% right. You said touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely amazing.
You know, they score here, and if Santa Margarita does not score here, obviously, Aliso can come in and maybe prove everyone wrong and, you know, win the game, beat Santa Margarita.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Aliso are the underdogs here.
Yeah. Deep ball.
Lame is going to throw it deep.
It's been caught. She's going. She's at the 20.
The 15 to 10. Touchdown. That was Gwen Giuliano. We heard her name one other time in this game, but she just proved all the haters wrong. She's going to score for the Eagles to make it 13-7. Look at that amazing deep ball by Maddie. Earlier we were talking to Aaron about how we didn't think Maddie was doing great in the passing game. She just proved us wrong with that deep pass. That's a really good highlight right there.
We can all imagine what just was happened. It is now SM is now going to go for 2 points to make the score 14-14. Right now it is, or go for 1 point. Right now it's 7-13 SM leading.
Maddie is going to throw it. Ooh. And it's caught
into the end zone to make the game 7-14, SM winning.
You know, Aliso their first ever touchdown was just this last drive. Do we think they're going to score again to make these next 3 drives huge drives?
Hey, this is more action than we've seen all game long, so I'm all for it if there's another touchdown.
It's going to be a big Aliso drive. It's going to run.
Wow.
That was Cambria Kaminsky. Now, we heard her name a couple times earlier, and you know what? I believe she's going to be the one to tie this game up.
Yeah.
Lisa's going to snap it.
Huge
and that's
pressure.
gonna be big pressure.
But she still got the pass off. What a way to stay calm under pressure there by the quarterback.
It's going to be caught by Kaylee King. Lisa's going to snap it. She's going to throw it, Paige Russell, and it's going to be caught at the 25. If I'm not mistaken, that was Jillian Kirtland. Now, Jillian is a sophomore. Hear the chants in the crowd. These are some very happy Aliso fans who did not expect this close of a score.
That is a nice
Caught,
broad in.
but it'll be a couple of yards. You know, there's only 4 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is going to have to be a quick drive down the field.
Aliso's going to need to score here because if they don't, Santa Margarita can run the clock down. Maybe give Aliso maybe a minute left. This is a big second down. And it's incomplete, bringing it to third down.
All right, my question is, if Aliso gets in the end zone, do you think they're going to go for 2 or 1 to finish the game?
If I'm the Aliso head coach, I'm going for 1 because, you know, whether it be a 75% chance you get it versus a 30% chance you get it.
Yeah.
Now, this coach, he's going to think optimistically and be like, it's 100% versus 100%. But you never know. The Santa Margarita defense.
Realistically, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be caught.
That was a missile straight to the number 1.
But the 37, that was Kaylee King. We heard her name earlier.
Overall, this offense has come back out here and really showed their true potential.
It's going to be a massive fourth down.
Let's see this.
He's going to snap it. She's going to need to get this first. It's going to be caught, but is it enough for a first down?
It is. They're going to give it to her. Oh, but there's whistles on the field. I wonder what's going on. Somebody was on the field, I believe.
Yeah. Ref's getting mad at him, but I believe
it's still going to count as a
it's
play.
gonna count as a first down.
Roughing the pass. Oh, that's really going to mess up the Eagles' defensive stand. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left.
Aliso is doing great. They weren't doing as good as, fans had hoped. And that roughing the passer is going to bail them out. And it's going to bring them to the, if I'm not mistaken, the 31.
All right, they are about 10 yards away from their first down, maybe 9. Second down.
Second down on the 29. What is Aliso going to do?
I mean, I'm expecting definitely not a run play, obviously. I believe this is going to be a pass play where I honestly think they're going to go deep here. I think they're going to go for the end zone right now.
I wouldn't put it past this coach. However, if you think about it from a coaching perspective, it is second down, and you need 29 more yards for a touchdown. That's going to be a run, and it's going to pick up a couple of yards. Not enough to
give them a first down. But it is only third down, so they still have 2 opportunities if they go for it on fourth down to make a play happen here.
See Maddie Lamb, the quarterback and safety on defense. She's going to snap it. She's going to throw it. And it's going to be caught.
She's still going.
She's still going. Flag is going to be pulled. Is that enough for a first down, Tieran?
Oh, I believe so. We don't know for sure, though, because our camera angle, but I believe that's going to be a first down for the Aliso.
And I believe you are correct there. They're going to be dangerously close to this goal line. Santa Margarita is going to need to make a stop. It's going to be first down. Santa Margarita, 4 plays. If it's going to be our 2-minute warning, so we can talk a little bit about this last drive. Tieran, in my opinion, Aliso had a strong start, and then they kind of stopped. But that roughing the passer penalty
totally changed the outcome of the game.
Completely changed. Honestly, I think Santa Margarita would have the ball right now if the roughing.
100%. I don't doubt you at all there. I think that this next series of 4 downs is going to decide the game if it goes in overtime or they call it. Or honestly, I'm excited to see if they get a touchdown here because I want to see if the coach is going to go for it, go for the 2, or go for the 1 because, I mean, that going for 2 would be such a exhilarating play.
Again, I'm obviously not the coach, and I don't know if he likes to risk it or not, but if he's a Dan Campbell, Lions coach, then he's going to want to go for 2. But if he's not, go for 1, go over to overtime, and pray that your offense can score. Paige
Heavy pressure.
Throws it to the center. She's going to
tackle for, I believe, for a loss of yards.
That was going to be Abby Huang. She is a junior. That was either a gain of 0 or a loss of 1. It is going to...
This is an instant replay on the pressure and the throw there.
That's just a great pressure by Avery Finner. Just snap it.
Intercepted by Santa Margarita!
And Santa Margarita is going to have the ball with only a minute left. Run it out.
I believe that was interception by the quarterback.
She's not Maddie Lame.
She's made an impact on both sides of the ball.
We're going to see this instant replay right here. That is not Maddie Lame. However, that is Mackenzie Young. Now, Mackenzie Young did score a touchdown earlier, and she has also impacted this game
on both sides of the ball. So I was right about one thing and wrong about the other. But still, this is still an amazing play.
Now we're going to see Santa Margarita just run the ball, and, Aliso is going to use their timeouts. They want to get the ball back one more time. However, it's going to be really hard to if Santa Margarita can get a first down here.
There's a very good chance this game is over right now. There's a very good chance.
Very correct.
But we can't assume anything because there's still always a chance.
There's always a chance.
Wait here for Coach Steve. Wait here for Coach Steve.
You know, the impact that Mackenzie Young and Maddie Lame have had on this team is just phenomenal. Like, Mackenzie Young, she scored that touchdown earlier that Maddie Lame geniusly dumped it off to her when she was about to get tackled. And she's caught a ton of passes for a great amount of yardage. And Maddie Lame's going to take it. And
Running.
she's going to scramble.
Oh,
Lateral. That lateral was given to Emma Kozak.
You know who we haven't seen much pressure from that we saw a ton from in the first half? I believe it was Emma Cox who had the
came over,
first
gave him
pressure
a
in the
peace
first
offering.
half. But now,
Now, post-game, folks, stick around.
because we have an interview with the players.
We're going to be interviewing Gwen Giuliano. And she, if you know, she's the one that caught that amazing 60-yard touchdown.
Excited to see what she has to say about this game.
Do you guys know where the trainer is?
You know what?
I on that side.
I think they are.
I'll just do a jog. I'll do a little jog. The one with the yeah, everyone's on
Santa Margarita is just walking out here all calm because they know that they can stop.
46 seconds left.
46 seconds left. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm not
I think
sure.
this is a quarterback kneel. I think they're victory formation.
Yeah, victory formation. Kneel it. And are they
This
going
is
to end
going
the
to
game
slowly
right
run
there?
out the clock. No, because they're going to have to make them do another knee as a formality. But overall, we know this game's over. It's been an amazing game, though. Very competitive, very energy. More energy in the second half. I will say that.
You know, this Aliso team, they're going to be distraught after today. However, for how much underdogs they were, there you go, last play. They might have to do one more kneel. No, they're going to call it.
That's going to end the game.
And Santa Margarita's going to win. This Aliso team, you know, they should be proud of themselves. Santa Margarita's #2 in the nation.
I would not be upset with even putting up 7 points against a top 10 team or top 5 team. Top 3 team, man, I'm just going all over the place. And putting up that many points over a team that powerful and already proven themselves, it's amazing.
You know what? Aliso Niguel is ranked number 79th nationally. Santa Margarita is ranked #2 nationally. So think about it. They did really good.
With a final score of 7-14, good game.
You know, a little bit error on the graphic, but
You guys get the point.
Yeah.
It was 7-14, beautiful game. Let's just talk about the last pivotal plays of the thing. Like
Are you
the
gonna come on this side of town?
Yeah, how do I
Gwen,
get out of here?
how she made that stop just before the touchdown, which would have actually tied the game at that point. It would have meant a tie game. By right now, we would have been sitting here at overtime.
yeah, you know what? Some people wish we went to overtime for a more exciting game, but Gwen said no. She scored that touchdown, and she stopped that touchdown from happening.
Oh, yeah. And then we also have Alison Niguel's touchdown, which was also very pivotal moment in the game. And then, yeah, I mean, overall, and then we had, the Gwen's touchdown, the, 60-yard bomb was literally spectacular. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, like when you're the Aliso defense, you're not going to expect a 60 or like a 70-yard bomb. Like, it's just not something you're going to see every day.
Yeah, and then we had Mackenzie Young interception too, which sealed the game for Santa Margarita to win.
And we are being told that the sideline interview is being ready. So we're going to send you off in
And we hope
10
you enjoy
seconds.
it. It's going to be a very interesting interview with one of the star players from this game.
And I believe the star player is going to be Gwen Giuliano,
Yep.
who scored that touchdown, that
60-yard bomb.
67-yard bomb.
Yeah, so I think, honestly, the 6-yard bomb helped the Eagles win monumentally because I don't think they were expecting it. Anyway, now we do have an interview with her ready for you guys, and they can take it away right now.
What's up, SM? I'm Alicia Wan, and I'm here with girls varsity flag football player Gwen. How do you plan to keep this momentum going for future games?
We plan to keep just like cheering on our teammates and encouraging each other. Yeah.
What's some adjustments you guys made for the second half?
We started in the first half. We had like low energy, so we just like picked it up because Aliso had higher energy than us, and we started running our routes harder.
How'd you encourage your teammates for this game?
When someone does something good, like we congratulate them, and when someone's like not on their best game, we just like encourage them to do better.
Well, that is all I have for you. I'm Alicia Wan, sending it back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you so much.
You know, Gwen, I'm not sure if you're listening to this. I know you're not, but unless you want to watch over the game later, you did an amazing job.
Amazing.
Alicia, that was a great interview. Now,
As always,
let's
Alicia
talk
always
about
gives
this
a good interview.
Santa Margarita defense. They came out and didn't even let a touchdown. They let one red zone drive, but they didn't let a touchdown until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that just shows the dominant performance. It shows why they're number 2 in the nation, and it just like it's honestly, it's like exhilarating to watch just such talented players play. Offensive side was amazing for SM. Defensive side was amazing. The overall performance of both teams was just stellar. I mean, Trinity League and California leagues are always going to be like that.
Yeah, and you know what, Taryn? At the very end in the fourth quarter when Aliso scored, Santa Margarita said, we're going to score back. That 60-yard bomb to Gwen, who we just spoke to, that was like, no one knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. That was unexpected from everybody.
Magical. I'm sure the Santa Margarita fans that were in the stands are
Love that.
ecstatic about that.
Oh, yeah. Overall, just a great game. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better one. I mean, the first half was a little boring. I mean, one touchdown, it was just overall kind of a mediocre performance for both sides. And then the second half was just so much energy. We had that interception. We had the 6-yard bomb. We had the Aliso touchdown. We had a bunch of performances from both the players.
You know what? As the game came to an end, we have to unfortunately come to an end.
Unfortunately, yes.
So we thank you guys for watching. And
I'm to your mate.
And I'm Rusty Tettleman.
Sending it off.